Can I really know you? That is what happened to me. It was as a giant spotlight was beaming down on me. All I could see were my weakness, my faults, and my sins. Again and again I said, "Dear Jesus, please have mercy on me." Then I heard a voice that I knew must be the Lord. It was ever so gentle, but it was unmistakable. He said to me, "My mercy is abundant on you." My prayer life to that point was that of a normal, average Christian. But now I was not just talking to the Lord, He was talking to me. And oh, what a communion that was! Little did I realize that was happening to me in the third row of the Presbyterian Church in Pittsburgh was just a foretaste of what God had planned for the future. Those words rang on in my ears. "My mercy is abundant on you." I sat down crying and sobbing. There was just nothing in my life to compare with what I felt. I was so filled and transformed by the Spirit that nothing else mattered. I didn't care if a nuclear bomb hit Pittsburgh and the whole world blew up. At that moment, I felt as the world describes it, peace which surpasses all understanding. Philippians 4:7. Jim had told me about the miracles that took place in Miss Coleman's meetings, but I had no idea what I was about to witness in the next 3 hours. People who were deaf suddenly could hear. A woman got up out of her wheelchair. There were testimonies of healings for tumors, arthritis, headaches, and more. Even her severest critics have acknowledged the genuine healings that took place in her meetings. The service was long, but it seemed like a fleeting moment. Never in my life had I been so moved and touched by God's power. Why was she sobbing? As the service continued and I quietly prayed, everything stopped suddenly. I thought, "Please, Lord, don't ever let this meeting end." I looked up to see Catherine's burying her head in her hands as she began to sob. She sobbed and sobbed so loudly that everything came to a standstill. The music stopped, the ushers frozen in their positions. Everyone had their eyes on her, and for the life of me, I had no idea why she was sobbing. I'd never seen a minister do that before. What was she crying about? I was told later that she had never done anything like that before, and members of her staff remember it to this day. It continued for what seemed like 2 minutes, then thrust back her head. There she was just a few feet in front of me. Her eyes were aflame. She was alive. In that instant, she took on a boldness I had never seen in any person. She pointed her finger straight out with enormous power and emotion, even pain. If the devil himself had been there, she would have flicked him aside with just a tap. It was a moment of incredible dimension. Still sobbing, she looked out at the audience and said with such agony, "Please, She seemed to stretch out the word, "Please don't grave the Holy Spirit." She was begging. If you can imagine a mother pleading with a killer not to shoot her baby, it was like that. She begged and pleaded. "Please," she sobbed, "don't grave the Holy Spirit." Even now I can see her eyes. It was as if they were looking straight at me. And when she said it, you could have dropped a pin and heard it. I was afraid to breathe. I didn't move a muscle. I was holding on the pew in front of me, wondering what would happen next.